Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and today let's continue with part 2 of NCERT Science Class 8 Chapter 2 Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. So, in the previous video, we learned what are microorganisms, what are its types and about them in detail, what are viruses and examples, and in today's video, we will study what are uses of microorganisms, communicable and non-communicable diseases, and the nitrogen cycle. So, microorganisms play an important role in our lives. Some of them are beneficial in many ways, whereas some others are harmful and cause diseases. Friendly microorganisms. Microorganisms are used for various purposes. They are used in preparation of curd, bread, and cake. They are also used in cleaning up of the environment. For example, the organic waste are broken down into harmless and usable substances by bacteria. In agriculture, they are used to increase soil fertility by fixing nitrogen. Use of microorganisms. The first use is commercial use of microorganisms. Microorganisms are used for large-scale production of alcohol, wine, and acetic acid, which is vinegar. Yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. For this purpose, yeast is grown on natural sugars present in grains like barley, wheat, rice, and crushed fruit juices, etc. The process of conversion of sugar into alcohol is known as fermentation. Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation in 1857. Second is medical use of microorganisms. Whenever you fall ill, a doctor may give you some antibiotic tablets, capsules, or injections, such as penicillin. The sources of these medicines is microorganisms. These medicines kill or stop the growth of disease-causing microorganisms. Such medicines are called antibiotics. Streptomycin, tetracycline, and erythromycin are some of the commonly known antibiotics which are made from fungi and bacteria. Antibiotics are even mixed with feed of livestock and poultry to check the microbial infection in animals. Vaccine. If dead or weakened microbes are introduced in a healthy body, the body fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies. The antibodies remain in the body and are protected from the disease-causing microbes. This is how a vaccine works. Several diseases including chlorella, tuberculosis, smallpox, and hepatitis can be prevented by vaccination. Edward Jenner discovered the vaccination for smallpox in 1798. Increasing soil fertility. Some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere to enrich soil with nitrogen and increase its fertility. These microbes are commonly known as biological nitrogen fixers. Harmful microorganisms. Microorganisms are harmful in many ways. Some microorganisms can cause diseases in human beings, plants, and animals. Such disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. Communicable diseases. Microbial diseases that can spread from an infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, or physical contact are called communicable diseases. For example, cholera, corona, chickenpox, and tuberculosis. Non-communicable diseases. Microbial diseases that cannot spread from an infected person to a healthy person are called non-communicable diseases. For example, hypertension and diabetes. Carriers. These are some insects and animals which act as carriers of disease-causing microbes. The flies feed on the garbage and animal excreta. Pathogens stick to their bodies. When these flies sit on an uncovered food, they may transfer the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated food is likely to get sick. For examples, a female Anopheles mosquito carries parasites for malaria, and female Aedes mosquito carries dengue virus. Common methods of preserve food. First, salts and edible oils are common chemicals generally used to check the growth of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called preservatives. We add salt, or acid preservatives to pickles to prevent the attack of microbes. Pasteurized milk can be consumed without boiling as it is free from harmful microbes. The milk is heated to about 700 Celsius and 15 to 30 seconds, and then suddenly chilled and stored. By doing so, it prevents the growth of microbes. This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur. This is called pasteurization. Nitrogen cycle. From the atmospheric nitrogen, nitrogen-fixing bacteria and blue-green algae fix atmospheric nitrogen. From there, bacteria in turn fix into nitrogenous compounds. And from there, compounds of nitrogen into soil uptaken by plants. In animals eat plants, nitrogen is phased from excretion and death. From compounds of nitrogen in the soil, bacteria turns compounds of nitrogen into gaseous nitrogen. So this is a nitrogen cycle.